Hey, everybody, it's me, Jacob Shireman, and welcome to the Agent Growth Podcast. This is our very first episode, and I'm super excited to be able to host this podcast and to be able to come to you a little more casual than I normally do in my YouTube recordings and just give you all of the experience and knowledge and even bring in people into this podcast to help you grow your real estate business. I don't care if you're a real estate agent, a mortgage broker, you're in the real estate industry, or maybe you're just an entrepreneur that is looking for some marketing advice, some things that help you grow your business. This is the podcast for you. So again, I am super excited to be here. I wanted to start this podcast to have, a little more direct approach where it's not always about sharing my screen and teaching you the newest marketing strategy, but I also wanted to bring some mindset things to you, things to watch out for in the industry, why I think real estate agents and people in this industry are making mistakes and they're not getting as much success. So that's kind of why I started this podcast. And what it's going to be about is everything marketing, coaching, training, everything you need to know to run a successful business, to be a real estate agent or in the real estate industry. I'm going to be bringing in people every week. I'll be doing this podcast once a week, and I'll be bringing people in that are specialists in their niche in the industry, whether again, it's real estate or marketing. I'm going to bring in people that you need to hear from it's going to bring the right information, the right mindset, so you can figure out what's right for your business. And not only do we bring these strategies to you, but I want to show you how you can really customize them to your industry, which is what I really think is missing out there. There's so many marketing and so-called gurus, which we'll dive into later, but they never show you how to customize what worked for them to your industry, to your niche, to your local area, and what is going to work for you and your business. It's more of this cookie cutter kind of mentality, and I want to steer away from that. We do that in our group here at eXp Realty, or even with our clients. We don't give them a cookie cutter result. We might have a cookie cutter package to help with pricing, but we really customize all of our packages to meet their specific needs of their business. And that's what I want to show you how to do today. So I kind of want to introduce myself. I want to take a little bit more time in this episode to talk about me, but more specifically, why you should listen to me, why I got into real estate, how I got into marketing. And so I just want to inspire you that if I can do it, you guys can do it as well, and show you who I am and why you should even listen to anything that's coming out of my mouth. So again, my name is Jacob Shireman. I live here in Houston, Texas with my spouse. We have 2 dogs now, which is a great story. I'll tell you later how we got the second dog here on Easter. But we decided to build our home here during COVID. So we were one of those lucky people that got those low interest rates that'll probably be sitting on our house. But I got into real estate during kind of the height of COVID. I got my license here in Texas in January of 2021. I've actually been in real estate. I helped some friends flip houses. I've just always been around this industry, probably since 2014. So almost 10 years now. And it has been great. And I never really thought about even positioning my marketing company to real estate until I got in here, and everybody just was, hey, can I pick your brain? Can I ask you a question? I need help with marketing. I'm not sure where to turn to. And then it took off, and I even taught in eXp University. So a little bit about my background is right out the gate, out of college, I was designing websites, doing SEO. And, that was kind of my field, digital marketing. And I've had a dab in various industries. I've always tried to figure out, what do I want to do with my life when you're younger? You have all these things that interest you. And I'm somebody that likes to do and learn a variety of things. So not only was I a web designer, my first job was at Eglin Air Force Base for the Tees Group, managing some portals there and building some custom web services. I started out there, and I also was in the financial services. So I was, insurance licensed and mortgage licensed and investment licensed, helping people financially plan. So I got to learn more about that industry and getting your license and working there, and start working for yourself instead of being an employee. And then I also ran a piano studio. So I have played piano since I was 8 years old. So I'm going on 31 years. I've been playing piano. I'm going to be 39 on this April 24th. So in 2 days, at the time of recording this podcast. And I just was teaching piano. I wanted to do it to kind of keep up because I did study it in college. I was a e-business major, was more kind of digital marketing and web design. And then I was a Spanish minor and a piano minor as well. So I had about 35 piano students, was teaching about 15 hours a week. On top of that, doing financial services and working for the Air Force Base. And I'm really glad I did that because one thing people don't think about in their lives, they think, oh, I wasted too much time in this career or the other career, is I was able to gain valuable kind of experience in a variety of industries, learn a lot of sales, especially working in financial services, running my own business, being a piano studio, and obviously the financial services because you're an independent contractor, just like a real estate agent. And then on top of that, I learned how to not only, build websites and program and start learning marketing, especially running my own businesses. It just gave me this variety. And so when I went on appointments, to talk about life insurance or mortgages or investments, I was able to connect with people because I've been around a variety of services. I also played piano for 8 years for a Hispanic church to practice my Spanish. So I just was able to relate to people really well. And so that part of my life, that probably 10 years of my life, was a great experience because it kind of set me up for success where I'm heading to right now in my career, in my life. But I eventually, after the financial services, I kind of got out of it because it was during the crash, when the market crashed in 2008, 2009. I kind of got in there. So I stuck with it for about 3 or 4 years. And then I really loved just marketing. So I worked for a web design company temporarily and I saw what they were doing and I kind of helped them scale their business. And I thought I could do this for myself. So I went into business for myself and started, doing websites and branding and graphic design and social media. And I built my career there until we fast forward to COVID. A majority of my marketing business was photo booth related, kind of event rental industry. And then what happened in that industry during COVID is February 23rd, they kind of shut everything down. And I lost all my marketing clients because they were mostly event rental businesses like DJs and photo booths and venues. And I also lost all of our photo booth bookings. So I was kind of scrambling, trying to figure out, what niche do I go after? What is kind of pandemic proof? And it came my spouse, my husband, he was always joke with me because, I worked for myself. I could take my laptop with me and work anywhere. And he said, man, it's not fair. I still have to, ask, 2 weeks off in advance and take time off. And hopefully I have the vacation hours. So I told him, hey, why don't you work for yourself? And he said, I don't even know what I would do. And he was working in multifamily housing, which he still does to this day, and moving on up in that industry. And I said, get your real estate license. And so he got his real estate license and he was a little hesitant on doing it. So I said, I'll get it with you. I can help you transition into, real estate. I can do all of your showing appointments, go do all the things you can do while you're at your 40-hour job. And then I can help you, transition, so you don't have to, ask off and have a hard schedule. So I got into it. Then I found EXP Realty, realized that was the business model for us, especially as new agents, to go into it. And as I joined the Wolf Pack and partnered with Armilla and Mike Sherrard, that I realized what opportunity was here inside of the real estate industry. As far as marketing, my mentor, she even told me, I wish I would have met you when I first got into real estate because you would have probably saved me $15,000. Because in the beginning, I spent all this money on branding. You want all of these things, you're going to generate leads, and most of them don't work. And right off the gate, you have more advertising and branding than I did. And she had been a realtor for several years. So everybody that I've worked with said the same thing. So that's why I think marketing is such an important thing in the real estate industry, is because if you look at all the tools and resources out there, everybody's always looking for, the next big thing. They're always looking for that shiny object that's going to get them leads and grow their business. And we're very targeted in this industry, this niche, because we know that we need leads. We know that we need clients because it's the lifeblood of our business. So people are willing to pay a lot of money. They're looking at these so-called gurus that had a little bit of success and now selling all of these courses because they obviously don't want to do more deals and they need money. And so it just becomes a pitfall in this industry. So that's kind of why I really want to take this podcast and make it helpful. So one thing I would tell you is if whatever platform you're watching in, if you're watching this on YouTube, if you're listening to this on audio on something like Spotify or wherever you get your podcasts, please follow, please give this video a like, subscribe, and that way you're notified every time we release new content, I bring on a new guest, or it's just me talking. And I really want to hear from you too. So if you're able to comment and leave a review or something, please let me know what you would like to hear from. What are you struggling with in your business? And I really want to tailor this content to exactly what you guys want to hear. I want this to be different than my YouTube content. I want to take a little more time. I want this to be more casual. You're going to see that, and especially if you're watching my YouTube videos, I like to just be me. I don't like to edit out the mistakes or things like that. So I really want this to be a fun podcast where you can kind of, breathe and let go, and you don't feel like you have to be perfect to listen to this. And because I am who I am, and what you see is what you get. So I really want that to show through in this podcast, but I really want to help you guys with what you need help with and to really be an aid and resource. This is my way of giving back. Yes, this is great for me because we get marketing clients and things like that, agents in our group, but I really want to give back. That's truly my goal. I want to provide value. If you've watched any of my YouTube videos, you'll know that I say at the end, it's my goal that you're able to take something today from this video or this podcast and be able to implement it today into your business and be able to grow. I don't want you to have to wait for it or go buy that course. Yeah, we have those things, but I want to give you something that you can try today to take yourself to the next level. So, and I also want to help you avoid some pitfalls. I got some great episodes coming up where we're going to talk about some of these things that realtors fall prey to. And so when you got somebody calling themselves a guru or a marketing professional, look at their background. Where I am different than most people is I have real marketing experience. So with Armilla, if you've seen her at any of my videos, we always partner together on Friday Connect and other things that we're doing, even, growing our real estate group here at EXP globally. And we always talk about we are marketers turned realtors. Okay. We're not a realtor who's all of a sudden this marketing guru. I hate that word. I hate when people call me a guru because I don't want to be lumped into these people that are just honestly giving you a cookie cutter solution and taking your money. Even when I do marketing consultations, sometimes I tell people, don't buy this product. You don't need it. Yeah, it might help you, but right now you need to inject, cash flow into your business. You need to get leads over here. You need this product over here, or you need to just stay consistent with what you're doing. It's my goal to help you guys get what you need so I can help myself also get what I need. I feel like it's just the way the world works, and it's my goal to truly be helpful. So if you've ever worked with me, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So I want to talk about some few agent pitfalls that we're going to dive in more depth in later future episodes, but I want to help you guys get on the right path today. So some things I want you guys to be careful for is, 87% of realtors or real estate agents fail within the first 5 years of their career. And there's a lot of reasons for this. I've done videos on this, and a lot of it, one, is wrong expectations. A lot of people think they're going to get into real estate, they're going to be rich, they're going to make quick money, and they quickly realize how hard it is, because if you're in a market like I am here in Houston, it's very saturated. I think any given time there could be 25 to 40,000 agents, and you're competing with all of them, and some do, some don't. And then there's another statistic too that says 75% of agents quit within the first year. And another great statistic for Texas is that 90% of the transactions that are done by 10% of its members. So really only 10% of the agents out there are really producing 90% of the transactions. And that's a very low statistic, and also should be kind of a little hopeful for you, because it means there's opportunity out there. It's the same agents that are getting the same deals, and you can step in. There's plenty for everybody. And for those agents that want to work, that want to be consistent, especially with what's going on with this whole NAR settlement. I'm not going to get into it because it's nothing you need to worry about. Keep doing your business, stay consistent, let your brokerage update you on the next steps. And this is actually a great thing for buyers agents. believe it or not, all around, this is really going to help the industry when it fully plays out. And we still don't know what's going to happen, but I'm very hopeful. And I'm the kind of, like, if you just tell me the rules and how to play the game, I'm going to go play and win. So if you're that mentality, don't sweat the small stuff. I have agents that are just shutting down, and we don't even know anything. We just know that something's going to take place in July with removing the commissions from the MLS. That's all we know right now. And then as things roll out, you adapt your business. We've always had to adapt in this industry. So it's just another adaptation in the real estate industry. So be careful of those things too. And this is why you should be with a really strong brokerage. I love EXP. They've already light years ahead of the settlement. Even our local realtor board here is already looking to them, looking at their documents that they're creating to see if they can possibly adopt them and what direction we're heading, because we're the leader in this industry. Per agent count, we're top in production or transaction. So we're a brokerage that's just always ahead of the game. We're the Amazon of real estate. And I love that about that company. So make sure you're with the right brokerage as well. If you're curious about EXP, I have tons of videos on my website, on my YouTube channel. You can always book a call with me to learn more about partnering with us and all the amazing resources and courses and training and coaching that you get for free and no extra cost or split here. Another thing that I think really sets realtors back to why that statistic rings true is they have this shiny object syndrome. So not only do they have the wrong expectation, but they're constantly purchasing everything. And what happens is they're out of money, and then they get desperate, and then they make wrong decisions, end up having to quit, or they quit their job too early. Whoever told you that you cannot be in this real estate part-time is a lie, because I look at a lot of full-time agents, and I'm working on a transaction now, and I'm having this where they take forever to respond, and they're not that busy. A lot of agents work part-time hours. They don't know what it's like to work full-time. So if you have a schedule, you can be part-time, but don't fall prey to that shiny object syndrome where you're constantly buying up things and you're putting yourself in a predicament. Things are going to take time. Every lead generation strategy will work if you are consistent enough and give it long enough time. If you are running to paid ads because now you're going to try paid ads and you want to cancel after 2 weeks, I get agents that'll whine to me and say, oh, I paid for 3 weeks and I haven't got any good leads. Okay. I always tell people when they're going to run ads, 3 to 6 months, you need to adjust, if you're not getting clicks or things like that. But you got to give things time. This industry is not an easy money maker. It's not quick cash. Now, if you know people and they're ready to work with you ahead of time, yeah, you can get some quick cash. I see that all the time with agents too. They'll have 3 to 5 sales right out the gate, boom. And then just their business flatlines because they were relying on family and friends, not getting referrals. And, they didn't really do anything to make sure that their sales pipeline is always full. So if you have a question about what somebody's trying to sell you, come ask me. I tell my team this all the time. Before you purchase anything, come to us. Because one, we probably have it for free. And two, a lot of people, they're just reselling what they learned off YouTube and it worked in their tiny market. So I'll give you a good example is people doing all these home tours. It doesn't work in every market. You have markets in, places like Toronto where there's no such thing as model home tours. A lot of their stuff is, pre-construction. And so those type of tours won't work for you. So you got to learn how to take a strategy and customize it for your market. So avoid that. And I think one of the biggest other pitfalls too for agents is they're not consistent in anything. So if you think you're going to come into something for 30 days or less and it's going to just explode your business, no, there's nothing like that out there. Now, for some people, it does happen. They get instant success on social media or their market because their market's not saturated. So they're easy to get found, or they have a niche that nobody's doing in their area. Then those people are what I call unicorns and they are basically going to work. So you got to take things slow. And I know it's hard. So if you've got to hold a job, hold a job. There is no shame in that. You hold your head up high and you work it more hours than all of these full-time agents put together because a lot of them don't do it and it's just opportunity in the market as well. So stay away from them. Stay away from these marketing gurus as well. Be very careful where you put your money and things like that. And then the last thing I think is the big pitfall too, is all of these mindsets. I was a person that I'm not a huge mindset person, but as I grow in business, I've realized how important the right mindset is, especially when I learned that a majority, I think it's over 90%, of our decisions that are made subconsciously. We don't even know it. So, whatever your money blueprint is, whatever your mindset is, whatever you're putting in on a daily basis, the TV you're watching, the people you're listening to, you might think you're ignoring them, but subconsciously that gets embedded and you will make decisions without even knowing it based on what's in your mind. So that's why it's very important. I always heard in church, be careful, little eyes, what you see. And it's true. Be careful, little ears, what you hear. And, even in the Bible, it talks about, what you put into your mind is going to come out. And it's the same thing. If you feed something, you know, bad, if you feed your body bad, you're not going to have energy, you're going to be overweight, and you're not going to be healthy. You're going to pay for it later. And those consequences aren't always like upfront. That's the hard thing about consequences. Sometimes they come a lot later in life. Again, like healthy on eating doesn't happen day one, but 10 years from now, you might have a heart attack, you might have, cancer. So you have to be careful. And it's the same thing in this industry. Be careful who you listen to. Who are you taking your advice from? Are you taking your advice from another business owner that maybe is a step above where you're at, that you want to get to, whose life you would love to have? Or are you taking advice from your parents, your friends, your spouse, or somebody that has never owned a business, that's never gone into business for themselves, and they're just talking about their fears and their failures, and they have nothing to do with where you're going. So be careful who you put yourself around. Get mentors, get coaches, get friends that can hold you accountable, that understand where you're at and where you want to go, and keep those people closer and keep those negative people away. So be very careful who you're taking advice with. Look at them and say, do I want to trade places with these people? Can this person get me to where I want to go? Or do they have any clue with what I'm talking about? And they're just going negative based on the information they've heard before. Because you can always find a positive and negative about everything in life. And so be very careful kind of where you're getting your information, who you're listening to on the internet, what books you're reading. You just keep everything with a grain of salt. So I really wanted to do that because this is something I face with our agents every day. And I'll give you a little bit of what we do here at EXP. We have a real estate group. I'm going to be starting a team very soon locally here to Houston and Austin. And one of the great things too is our group here, it's not like a formal team. You're not paying us an extra split. If you want to come to EXP, they give you the chance to have a sponsor, which is kind of just a business partner. And you get in part of our organization here. And we have so many added benefits that we give agents, especially new agents and even seasoned agents who are stuck in their business, love our group. Team leads and brokerages are coming over too because they want to get rid of that extra overhead, the extra responsibility. Let EXP handle that, and they can grow their business, mentor their team, do the things that they can do that they're good at instead of having to wear multiple hats. EXP can take over a lot of those responsibilities as well. So whatever stage you're in, I encourage you to book a call. I'll include them. If you're listening to this, head over to my website, jacobshireman.com. So my first and last name and /realtors will take you to, or realtors will take you to my website and landing page for that. And you can book a one-on-one call with me. It's not a sales call. I just kind of show you what we offer and what your business would look like here. But a lot of the amazing things that we offer is not only, like I talked about, no cookie cutter marketing plan. I give all of my agents a custom marketing plan that they can follow that's specific to their goals, their needs, their market, and what they're wanting to accomplish in their business. And on top of that, we have so many courses. So we get all of the benefits from the Wolf Pack led by Mike Sherrard and Connor Steinbrook. And you get all of their resources. So like Social Agent Academy, there's a real estate investing course, how to build a successful real estate business course. And then on top of that, all of the mastermind calls and all the stuff that they offer. And then you dive into us. Tharmilla has a great value stack as well that you get access to. Not only does she have an amazing drive full of resources, business plans, marketing plans, things like that, She also has an amazing KV Core course, which is our CRM. And so you get all of that. And it's one of the best. I've seen other people show you setup and a little bit how to use it. What Armilla shows you is how to use it for marketing. So all of the different features, how to use that, how can you get creative, how can you grow your database, but also nurture them to convert them into clients. So it's one of the best. I think it has over 70 videos. So everything you ever need to know about setting up that CRM. Plus, you shouldn't really be paying somebody to set it up. You really need to be knowing how to use it unless you need something super custom. But learn how to use it so that way you know how to nurture your database, you know who's in there and going. So you get free access to that. Then on top of that, the value stack that I have, I feel like I have the best value stack in all of the EXP because of my business partners and what they offer and then what I have come up with. I've looked at everybody's value stack, looked at what EXP offers, and then said, where can I plug in? I don't want to reinvent the wheel. Where can I add my value? And it was towards web design and funnels and landing pages and SEO and Google My Business. So you get access to all of that. I have a real estate website and sales funnel system. I have a Google business profile course. I have we have a social media platform for you as well called Karuvi Social that gives you social media content done for you. And you just plug in, customize it for your market. You can literally schedule 1 or 2 weeks worth of content in a few hours, and it's done for you. And we have everything that you need to really launch a real estate business. We have an agent attraction course coming out as well. So you can grow a real estate business, build a team if you want to, and how to do all of that and all the software needed. So we really have everything you need to be a successful real estate agent in this business. And if you are not looking to partner with me at EXP, we have a full service marketing company as well. You can get all that information on my website, jacobshireman.com. Everything I do is on there. So we do everything from custom web design, SEO maintenance, Google business profile setup. I have a course as well that you can purchase. And there's even a bundle to that course where we'll do the first initial setup for you. And then we'll teach you how to maintain it. And then on top of that, we offer branding, video editing, everything you can think of marketing wise, printing, everything. We have it. We try to be a total solution as well. I also offer paid coaching. So you ever want to pick my brain or get just an hour of just my experience. I have agents that'll come in and say, I just want to show you what I'm doing so you can tell me how to tweak it in that hour or give me some advice. And then I can do that all day long. I would love to be able to do these sessions for free, but I just can't. I have a lot of business to maintain. So I do offer those as well. Maybe you don't need all of our services. You just want to, have us give you kind of a custom plan in that hour and what you should do, what you should focus on. So definitely encourage that. It's all on my website as well. And then we rolled out a really great package for real estate agents who are looking to either get started in the right path or take their business to the next level. Is we have a 90-day coaching program that's one-on-one. So it's not group coaching. And what I do is I sit down with you and we take care of all of your services as well. So everything's included. It's right under $5,000. And I'll just throw out that price there. A lot of people, oh, that's a lot of money. But what you get in the process is a lot cheaper to do it this way than to do everything individual. So we will actually build your custom website for you. We will also manage your Google business profile page, do all that initial setup. And in that 90 days, we'll be managing everything for all of 90 days. We'll be helping you develop a lead generation strategy, a marketing plan, everything that you need to focus on, especially when the 90 days are up. And then if you want a maintenance, once a month call, we can set up a package for that. But I realized a lot of people were purchasing our products, even though they understood how to use them and all that, they were struggling on more of, the marketing plans and things like that. So we wanted to include everything and kind of a 90-day kickstart plan, which we do have a course too that we did for Friday Connect as a 90-day fast start guide that you can go get access to. If you don't need a website and all of that, you already have all that, but it kind of tells you what to focus on. Whether you're stuck in your business or you're looking to relaunch or launch your business, it's a great course to do that. You can go get that at fridayconnect.net. But if you're looking for a 90-day coaching program, I just need somebody to tell me what to do, what to focus on, what to ignore. I have a lot of top producers that are, spinning out. They're spending so much money in lead generation, even though they're making a lot of money, they're burning both ends. So we're going to do all of their business automations, give them a full business plan, systems, a full website, everything kind of all in one, and really show them what they can be doing and how they need to maintain this, who they need to hire so they can have a fruitful business and be able to focus on what they're good at in the business and then outsource everything else. So if you need help with that, I highly encourage you to book a one-on-one call with me to learn more about that, to see if you qualify. We don't take everybody. There's a certain commitment plan too, because you will have homework every week and things that you're going to have to do on your end that will help you do. But I only take so many each month because this is literally one-on-one with me. So I'm not putting you with another coach or another person in my company. You're getting direct access to me and everything we offer. So that's the initial episode. I know it's a lot of different information. I just wanted you to kind of get to know me, to get a feel for me, and to understand what this podcast is going to be in the coming weeks. I'm super excited for this. I think this is going to be great. I've been stressing out, whether, certain backgrounds and camera and all that. And at the end of the day, I just want to come here in front of this camera on this microphone, be me, share what comes from my head, my heart, and really help people, because I see people struggling out there, and you really don't have to be struggling. Not saying everything's going to be a bed of roses in, a week, but there are things that you can do to launch your business forward and to really kind of put yourself in the right place and outdo everybody in your local market. So we'll be doing more in-depth episodes on that stuff as well. And also, if you are not subscribing to my YouTube, you're not following me on Instagram, go follow that. All of my handles is my initials, or are my initials, is JM Shireman. So J is in Jacob, M is in Michael, Shireman, Shireman. So my YouTube, my Instagram, my Facebook, all of those things are at JM Shireman. So go follow me, subscribe, because on all platforms, I put different types of content as well. If you are listening to this audio, make sure you subscribe, comment, give this podcast a like. I'd love to hear from you. If you have any questions, drop them down in the comments below. Book a one-on-one call with me. All of my information's there as well. Shoot me an email. I'll try to get to it as quickly as I can. Love to help you guys and support you in any way that I can. And if you haven't checked out my YouTube channel, go check it out. There's over 150 videos there on social media, lead gen, website design, things about EXP, how to create a lead generation plan and marketing plan. So everything you need is on there as well, where I show you on my screen and break it down as well. So thank you again for tuning in. Make sure to tune in every week, as well as we'll be launching more podcasts. I'm going to be having guests on here as well. So I'm super excited for that, and all of the information we're going to be able to share and bring to you every week. And each episode will be around 30 minutes, so you don't have to listen to forever. And again, thank you for your time, and I look forward to serving you guys, and see you in the next episode.